It's no fluke that Steamboat Springs, Colorado coined the term champagne powder. With a record 500 inches of snow in 2008 and an average 320 inches each year, the small town of 12,000 is known far and wide as Ski Town, USA. Coupled with its 6 peaks and nearly 3,000 acres of world-class ski terrain, this has helped it produce an unheralded 69 Olympians, more than any other town in the world. While this owes itself to the Winter Sports Club, which bases out of downtown's Howelson Hill, the oldest continually operating ski area in North America, it's also due to its location at nearly 7,000 feet, nestled in the mountains of northwest Colorado. With its 4-season activities, including rafting, fishing, golfing, hiking, horseback riding, mountain biking, ballooning, cattle drives, and more, Steamboat has been rated the #1 town in the West to buy a second home. But you'll want to make it your first. A ranching town well before the resort opened in 1963, it retains its western roots and friendliness, reflected in such events as the Cowboy Downhill, stock drives down Main Street, and the annual Winter Carnival. Cap all this with natural hot springs and such annual events as the Wine Festival, Strings Music Festival, Mustang Auto Rally, Balloon Festival, Steamboat Marathon, and more, and you've got a down-to-earth town you can truly call home. Steamboat locals call the Yampa Valley home for reasons as varied as the region's seasons and recreational offerings. Some uproot for the simple, easygoing lifestyle, while others come for a year and then fall prey to the curse of the Yampa Valley, which keeps them here forever.
My name is Caroline Lalive, and my family moved here almost 14 years ago just to be a part of the Winter Sports Club. I went to Whiteman, and Steamboat was a perfect fit for my family and I, so we moved.
My name is Matt Treadway. I am a teacher here in the school district. I've actually been in Steamboat going on 23 years.
Hi, my name is Bobby Aldighiery. I'm a U.S. Olympian. I skied in the 1992 games, and here I am in Steamboat.
We started coming out here on family vacations, and I think all of us kids got the bug, both my brothers and myself, and had to come back out and try it out as a place to live for a while.
My parents brought me to Steamboat when I was 2 years old, and well, my parents felt that this was a place to bring up kids, and I think that has never changed.
Hi, my name's Eugene Buchanan. I'm the founder and publisher of Paddling Life, a magazine servicing the whitewater kayaking and rafting world.
I originally came here as a little kid when my parents brought me for ski camp. Really fell in love with this place, had some great coaches along the way, and I was hired back to the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club 13 years ago.
I think the coolest thing for me about Steamboat is just the community. As I've gotten older, went through high school, left through traveling, and now I've come back and bought a place here. I just can't imagine living anywhere else. The people are so warm, the community is fantastic.
I fell in love with the town and the people, and got to know a whole bunch of locals.
I moved here up to Steamboat Springs in 1992 when I moved a magazine called Paddler up here. And primarily one reason I came up here, that's for this right here, the Yampa River, the last remaining free-flowing tributary to the Colorado system.
The rest of the world works 50 weeks a year to spend 2 weeks here, and we just do it here all the time.
Just like everybody else in the Yampa Valley, same story, just kind of ensconced in Steamboat and the way of life here.
While Steamboat is known as Ski Town, USA, it could also easily be called Family Town, USA. From community trick-or-treating downtown on Halloween and caroling on Christmas to its one-of-a-kind 4th of July parade, kids are as much a part of the community as the grown-ups. And I have 2 daughters, 9 and 6, Casey and Brooke. Great place to raise the kids. We come out here pretty regularly with them on inflatable kayaks, canoes, even paddle boards.
My daughter, Danielle, went through the school system, and got into a college in California, spent last year in Italy in a school. My daughter, Ariel, was on the Pro-Am snowboard team and had a great experience with the Winter Sports Club.
I can't imagine a better place to raise a family. There's tons of outdoor stuff to do with your kids, keep them busy, whether it's taking them to the local pool or ice skating or just out for a hike.
I love it here so much, I convinced my 78-year-old father to move from Scottsdale, Arizona to Steamboat Springs. And at 78, he's still skiing and riding his bike and doing some fishing and a lot of hiking. So it's just a wonderful, wonderful place to be.
Of course, it's the true sense of community, from an active Rotary Club to seminars hosted by the local community college, that keeps people here forever. And just like rounding up cattle or baling hay on the ranch, everyone chips in to make it a better place to live.
And I'm also the director of EOS, that's Everything Outdoor Steamboat. We're dedicated to teaching kids outdoor skills. You know, we look around at the beautiful environment we live in, and we realize, you know, the future of these mountains and the future of Colorado and the world is in the hands of our kids.
Well, I serve on the board of the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club Foundation, and then I've been involved with a lot of women's projects, the Girls to Women Conference, just trying to get involved with schools, you know, for junior high girls transitioning. And I'd like to give back in any way I possibly can, and the Winter Sports Club is obviously dear to my heart as I was a part of it.
The Olympic heritage here continues. When I was coaching for the Winter Sports Club, I was able to coach a number of Olympians that were young kids here, grew up here in Steamboat, and ended up making the Olympic Games. So we've got quite a heritage of Olympians here, and more Olympians come out of Steamboat Springs than any other town in North America. So it's something we're really proud of.
Been teaching almost 10 years. I started out at the high school and then moved to the elementary school. Taught in 3rd grade for a little bit and then worked my way up to 4th, and most recently in the special education department.
With nearly $30 million in on-mountain improvements in the past 3 years alone, as well as more than $1 billion in new developments on the western horizon, Steamboat is on the cusp of change, where the new west meets the old.
The skiing in Steamboat is unique in that we've managed to survive over all these years but having great skiing, but without having to endure a lot of lift lines of the new major developments that we have.
The thing I love about Steamboat is as much as it's growing, the development, which is great for opportunity, it still has a real hometown feel. I mean, I've been to other places, other ski areas, and it kind of lacks that community. So I really admire that and love that about Steamboat, and I think that's why people are drawn to Steamboat, and that's what keeps them here.
My wife Dana, and she actually grew up here, and she's seen enormous change, but you know, this place is home and it always will be.
You know, we really are headed in the right direction. There's a lot of thought that goes into all of the choices that are made, whether it's revitalizing the mountain or you know, putting in a new park. They get the best minds together and try and make a really conscious, positive choice for now and the future.
We have that little bit of seclusion to give us independence away from the hustle and bustle of an interstate proposition. And, you know, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
But one thing that won't change is the hospitality and values of the people who call the place home. The city's heritage, be it Olympic, ranching, or recreation, is what's horse-drawn its townsfolk to the Yampa Valley for years, and will keep them hanging their hat here for years to come.
Steamboat's famous for its champagne powder and tree skiing, and of everywhere I've traveled in the world, I have to say Steamboat is #1 for that. So if you love skiing, you love powder, Steamboat's the place to be.
You know, we have weather that is unmatched anywhere in the world, and you just look at these blue sky days and you just want to put them in the bank, because you know the rest of the world doesn't always get these.
A lot of people come here for the winters, but really the reason to come here, I think, is for the summers and the falls.
It's pretty rare to find a town that has a river like this going right through the heart of it, that's open to recreation for everyone who lives here, whether you're a kayaker, fisherman, rafter, inner tuber. That's the reason I moved up here, and that's the reason I'll stay for as long as I can.
It's a great place to live. It's a great place to vacation. It really is just a dynamic spot. Come on through!
Yeah, hard place to leave, Steamboat.
And of course, this ballad starts out the way most cowboy ballads start out. Ah! Ah! Get along, little doggy. It's a Dachshund national anthem. And old cowpoke went riding out one dark and windy day.
It was very windy.
You can hear the wind, right? Along the ridge he rested as he went along his way. When all that
Steamboat's famous for its champagne powder, tree skiing, and of everywhere I've been in the world, I gotta say, Steamboat's probably the best. So if you're looking for awesome powder, kick-ass, oh, I can't say that, gosh.
Yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yi-yo. Ah! Ghost riders in the sky.
Not too bad, I could hear.
Sounded good to me.